try to get out of jail yet. At least on bond again. All right, I see what y'all talking about. A Philly plane crash. Is this Philadelphia plane crash? Huh? This is going on.
Major breaking news to tell you about out of Northeast Philly right now. We have reports of a plane crash at Cotman Avenue and Bustleton Avenue. Details just coming into our Fox 29 newsroom right now. Eyewitnesses are telling us there are multiple cars on fire. We have several crews on the way right now. We'll try to get some more information here, but it's not too far from the Northeast Philly airport. We don't know what type of aircraft is down. Injuries, what led to all of this, we do not know. Again, a Bustleton and Cotman, right by the Roosevelt Mall here. Reports of a plane crash in this area with possible fire and a major response coming as soon as we can bring you ground pictures, possibly even from our Sky Fox. We will do that to you here on Fox 29, and we'll be right back.
Oh, wow. Let me see. Okay, here we go.
The sign that lists all the stores here. Those flames are now
Oh, they
kicking
said it's a small plane crash. Hold on, let's go back.
and all around here.
Oh man, everybody ran, bro. Everybody ran. They left.
And
Who wouldn't leave?
how did you?
Muted like an idiot, huh? Thank y'all. Chat, I was saying, am I tripping? Are we being like hypochondriacs in the sense of being hypersensitive to all of these tragedies, obviously tragedies that are happening? Or are there more plane crashes actually happening right now? Because like, I've always just heard the thing, and I'm pretty sure you've heard the stat, yo, flying in a plane is safer than driving in a car. You're like, hmm? And then they'll basically say, well, the percentage of plane crashes that are fatal versus car crashes that are fatal, and yes, there's way more cars driving on the roads, planes crash at a lesser percentage, right? A lesser percentage. So it's actually safer. And I'm like, okay, all right, I guess so, right? However, I feel like recently we've just been seeing a lot of shit popping off left and right. So anyway, I don't know which one it is, but I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely sparked a little bit of concern. I think the mass public are starting to be like, what the hell's going on? First of all, shit, I walk on a plane these days, man. I look around, I'm like, yo, is this shit Boeing? Yo, we all know about them Boeing jets. I'm like, yo, this shit better not be Boeing, man. This shit better, y'all don't know what other jet. First of all, here's the funny thing too. We only know about Boeing jets, but we like, yo, this shit Boeing? Got to make sure, man. These shits ain't acting right now. What the fuck? Let me go back and see what's going on.
Everybody in the cafe and all around
Oh
here.
man, everybody ran, bro. Everybody ran. They left.
And
Who wouldn't leave?
how did you finally hear about it being an airplane?
Oh, it was crazy, man.
Did you see all the parts in the parking lot next to the cafe here?
Yeah, not the parts per se, but I just see fire, man.
Yeah.
Smoke, everything.
All right, so
Wow.
thank you very much. Later safe. So there you go, Jason. This worker is about a football field's length from where the
You know what's also unsettling? And I think this is going to lend to, I'm not muted, right? This is going to lend to a lot of conspiracy theories. So Philly is right next to New Jersey. There was all these Jersey drones. Nobody want to talk about it, right? The government's like, we can't talk. Even Trump was like, classified. Basically said that. He's just like, can't talk about it. Then after all these drones leave the sky. I guess they left the sky because we don't keep hearing about them. There's all type of airplane crashes happening. I mean, if I'm a conspiracy theorist, I'd be thinking, man, them drones done fucked up the airwaves and did all type of shit, man. These planes can't fly normally now. We got 2 crashes and they're both on the East Coast. One in D.C., one in Philly. What the fuck? You had drones in Jersey, crashes in Philly, and a crash in D.C. Hello?
House is on fire. So we're behind, and if you're pulling up a map and you're wondering where I'm talking to you from, I'm right behind the Cane's Chicken Store, which is fronts right on Cotman, in the front of the Roosevelt Mall, which is diagonal right across from this house on fire. So it looks, I don't see any more flames on the house, but I see flames initially on the street that have been right in the driveway of the Roosevelt Mall, right next to the store that lists the sign that lists all the stores here. Those flames are now kicking up, and I have no idea what's burning. It must be some kind of fuel.
It's probably jet fuel.
And I don't know if that's the gas line, because now I see a team of Philadelphia Gas Works workers, and they look like they're getting back. All right, Jason, I'm gonna step back because I'm looking at guys with hard hats and PGW vests stepping back. That must be the gas line that the police officers were warning me about. And those flames are now picking up. That is across from the house. Maybe that's what caught the house on fire. I can see firefighters on the roof of the house. I don't know if that's the corner house. There are now 2 houses in, Jason. But I can see firefighters on the roof.
Now, it did say it's a small plane, so it looks like it might be a private plane, a plane that is a single engine, very small type of aircraft that probably could carry maybe up to 4 people or something like that. But still, it is kind of concerning. And I don't know if we should probably think about lack of training, or maybe there's something going on, man.
These flames must be a gas line here that is right in the driveway of the Roosevelt Mall next to the sign that says Macy's, LA Fitness, Ross for Less, Sprouts. So, and this must be a gas fire right here. Although I saw the gas works team with their trucks back off, they're staying off of only about 100 feet. So nobody's running. There's firefighters walking nearby. So there must not be any danger of an explosion. The gas must be burning off from a gas line, because they wouldn't allow firefighters to stand that close to a gas line. But this is definitely a gas line that's burning, and flames are shooting 10, 15, 20 feet into the air. And now here comes the black smoke again from this gas line, Jason. To get off the phone,
okay.
Explosion here.
From a viewer, and on the left side of your screen.
Oh, is this a video?
I posted.
Holy shit! Nigga, is that a plane or a drone? That shit look like a bomb. Hold up. What the fuck?
Just incredible.
Get off the phone. I'll get right back to you.
Absolutely.
Some video.
Get yourself safe. All right, Steve, thank you very much. Let's go back to that doorbell camera video that we had from a viewer, and on the left side of your screen.
Yo, that shit look dumb fast. What the hell? It should look like it was almost speeding to the ground. Let's slow it down. Here we go.
Let's go back to that doorbell camera video that we had from a viewer, and
look,
on the left side of your
bro, this shit, I'm at quarter speed. This shit's still going fast.
Screen.
Look, god damn. Look at it right here. Look.
A viewer, and on the left side of your screen.
Nah. That's a plane? Wait, hold on, man. Let me put it at regular speed back now.
Well, camera video that we had.
You say you think it's engine failure? I mean, it could be, but the way how it's coming down, I don't know.
From a viewer, and on the left side of your screen, I posted this on Twitter, and the replies I'm getting from everyone is that looks like a missile, and it sure does. Now that doesn't mean
it is.
But this angle, just the fireball that then ensues after the crash.
Now, granted, I don't think it's a missile based on, we would see just much more damage, right? So if it was a goddamn missile, that looked like an explosion. A missile is going to take out a lot more area. That's why you create a missile. But goddamn, like the way the plane came down.
If that is a plane,
I'm about to get on my DJ Khaled shit. DJ Khaled used to be so scared of flying on planes. This nigga used to have, he bought a tour bus and drove it around the whole United States. So put it like this: if you wanted to book him in L.A. and he was in New York, you'd have to give him a lead time because it takes 3 days to drive there. So for him to get from New York to L.A., that nigga was going to take 3 days. Now, after he got popping on Snapchat, eventually there was so much money. You know, the only thing that get niggas over their fear is the bag. After a while, he basically, he had to get over his fear, and he did start flying for the bag, but he started flying private. But at first, he wouldn't fly. I don't know if you ever seen this. Like, I know I don't want to take it off that subject, but DJ Khaled scared of flying. Yeah, he wouldn't fly at first, man. This shit about to get me back on that type of wave. Holy.
I stopped flying for like damn near 20 years.
The part when the pilot tells you when you take off, and then when you're in the air, he decides to tell you we had bad weather throughout the whole flight.
But it wasn't like turf.
He said the part when the pilot take off and it be like, we in the air now, and he's like, yo, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know what type of like microphone the planes, the pilots be having, but when they're like, ding dong, like it'd be like a ding dong. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Like they always sound so, it sounds so cool. We're about to experience some extreme turbulence. You might want to buckle your seatbelts. This is gonna be a bumpy. Like they be saying some shit. You be like, huh? You might see the tail catch on fire. It is okay. Like they be saying mad shit. We'll be serving beverages in 20 minutes. Like they be saying some good shit. Like they sound mad relaxed. That got to be a special training for pilots. That when they come on that shit, ding dong, like mad calm.
Turbulence. When the whole plane said,
I wish somebody would have told me that a lot earlier. I would have never jumped on this plane.
We finally land. When I land AFN, I promise you I kissed the ground. I kissed the ground, so I'm never flying again. So when my son was born, Assad, I was in LA, and my son was just born like maybe 1 month or 2 months, maybe. And I flew him in to meet me in LA, and while he was in the air, I was like, yo, I can't believe that I'm scared of flying. I got my son in the sky, and I'm not with him. So when he landed, I said, yo, never again. If my son can fly in the air and I put him in the air, I gotta put me in the air.
Absolutely. Rich ass nigga, man. Nigga bought a jet. Nigga went from saying he's scared of flying to buying a jet. This nigga. Anyway. Yeah, man. We might have to get back on that, man. Road trip time.
If that is a plane, it was in a serious downfall at that moment. You know, when you think of some of the planes that fly out of the Northeast Philly airport.
Now, here's the thing. So there is a like if a plane, there's two usually inescapable. Well, if this is a single engine plane, it might be different. This is two like almost damn near inescapable. Like it's almost like a pattern that the plane goes in. Where like, I mean, God got to be with you for you to get out of that. Same with helicopters. Helicopters has like the spiraling pattern that usually when it gets in that, I mean, I think they said like maybe 1 out of 50 pilots, or maybe it's not even about the pilot, it's just like circumstances and God and time and whatever. You could probably recover the aircraft at that point. I'm looking at this thing that looks like a missile, and I'm like, I don't know, man. That shit do look crazy.
A serious downfall at that moment. You know, when you think of some of the planes that fly out of the Northeast Philly airport, there are some smaller Cessnas, there are some private jets as well. No jumbo jets, as you know, out of that airport. But just look at the fireball that ensued. You can see why the debris field is what it is in Northeast Philly at the Roosevelt Mall. This happening less than an hour ago, right as people are coming home from work. They're shopping right there. It's a Friday evening. They may be going to dinner at this point. There's no word on any injuries, but it does not sound good. At the moment, Steve Keeley was telling us that there are several fires that are...
Now, the reason why it's also thought, at least by me, and I'm an amateur. Yeah, I've watched some plane videos, but I'm still an amateur. Why I definitely do think this is an aircraft is that if you know how jet fuel works, so jet fuel burns really quickly. Right? So like jet fuel won't be like having some huge fire for a long time. It burns really quickly, and it kind of almost would look like something like that's jet fuel. It just burns quickly. especially when exposed to open oxygen, right? Because it's pretty much an accelerant. It just goes crazy.
Being fueled by underground gas lines, perhaps.
And also, if it was a bomb, the mushroom cloud would be different based on what type of bomb it was. That's not there. That's not there. So I think it's a plane, but that shit look crazy.
The debris, again, from a plane and then from homes and cars that were in the area. Several fires burning, and Steve having a hard time breathing at points there. But again, just watching this video, that looks like it was a midair collision. I don't want to speculate, but
No. We would have seen fire. Oh, it didn't look like we seen a light coming out. See, somebody says a Cessna uses jet fuel. I mean, well, depending on what we're talking about, Cessna citation. I mean, nah. What's the smallest?
Stop flying for.
Sorry, what's the smaller Cessna jet? Small Cessna or Cessna plane actually. Cessna plane. There's a single engine one. Let me just look at it. Single engine Cessna. I think it's a plane like this. Low key, I ain't gonna hold you. Plane like this. Plane like this. Yeah, I think it's something like this. Honestly, Chad. Yeah, I think it's one of these. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. I see one more plane. I ain't gonna. So the next thing I was saying in about 2-3 years, I was gonna get my pilot license because I'm like, yo, it's kind of cool. I want to learn new things. I'm always trying to learn new things in life. But after seeing this shit, I'm like, yeah, I'm not no bungee jumping type of, you know what I mean, like skydiving type of nigga. I don't like to do things where like I'm seeing other niggas didn't make it through.